what advice would you have for people who are like broke, unfit, don't have that path, who are in a young stage, 2025? Like, where do they
Well,
start?
I think at the end of the day, you can't build a strong mind and a strong life. You can't build an iron mind if you live in a weak body. So I
Hmm.
think that for most guys, they should start by going to the gym and getting into combat sports. And sure, that's a time commitment. It's an hour a day, 3, 4 times a week. Okay, that's going to eat into maybe some video game playing time, some vegging out on the couch, some getting stone time. Whatever your side hobbies happen to be that dominate your social life. So there's that component of it. It's man, there's so much benefit that comes out of strengthening your body. It's so obvious when you get out of the shower and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're fit and you look like nobody else. You basically look like a superhero. So if you can accomplish that, if you can modify your body from weak, flabby, soft, shaped like a pear to shape like a triangle, broad shoulders, narrow waist sort of thing. If you can change your body from being unattractive to being attractive, imagine what you can do with your mind and your money and your wealth and the choices that you make in the future. So the vast majority of young men out there today aren't in good shape. Like, I genuinely look better than most 20-year-olds that I know, when I go out there in the general public. I'm in better
What
shape than
did
most of
you?
them. Oh, I never give away my exact age, but I'll say I'm a 70s baby. There's a lot of weirdos out on the internet. So I tend to be relatively private about certain things, and I think giving away your exact age isn't a good idea because of the insanity of, the public out there in some cases.
Hmm. That makes sense. That makes sense. So we start with the fitness and with the health, and I think a lot of people as well, it's so easy to take the easy option out, order the food, McDonald's. It's all easily accessible to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you maintain that? Because I see a thread right between your fitness, which are super healthy, your business, which are super consistent, and your YouTube, right? Like, YouTube is not a fucking easy game. You've been at it for many years, and you're super consistent. You're super
Yeah.
focused, super consistent. What is a thread there beneath between all of your activities?
Yeah, consistency is key. Getting up every day and doing stuff that you don't want to do. I don't want to go boxing training. There's days where I get up and it's like I don't want to go and box. I don't want to hit the speed bank. I don't want to go through the drills. But I do it because it's difficult, and I do it because it keeps me competent, it keeps me strong. Nobody wants to get up and do a lot of the things that we have to do to be successful, to be strong, to be virtuous, to be rich. Everybody wants everything easy. They just want to put out their hand and say, put money in it. This is how the vast majority of the population works, is give me free shit. Right.
Hmm.
So it's never been easier. And this is the good news. It's never been easier than any other time in history to stand out from the crowd. Right.
Hmm.
Most people are turkeys. They're gobble, 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 walking around like a bunch of idiots, sleepwalking through life. There's very few eagles in the sky, though. Right. There's a lot of turkeys on the ground, but there's very few eagles in the sky. And you can't fly like an eagle if you surround yourself with turkeys. So making clear, concise decisions in life about who you surround yourself with, who you hang out with, what you do in your spare time, events you choose to go to, is a skill that one must learn. Right. One of the mistakes that a lot of guys make, that I've made in the past too, as well, is you get involved with a gal, you're having a good time, she's sweet, she loves you, she's intimate with you, the sex is great, all that good stuff. And then she's like, let's go hang out with my friends, Claire and Billy, and we're gonna have a little dinner
Fuck that.
dinner party. And then you go there and you're sitting there and you're trying to do something with your life. You've maybe read Richard Branson's biography, or something like that. You think that's interesting, and you're paying attention to other business leaders and icons, and that's what you do with your spare time. And you're sitting around with a bunch of people at a dinner party who are complaining about capitalism, who are complaining that there's not enough programs in school for their kids or something like that. The women browbeat their husbands or their boyfriends, and they let it happen. And you have to make decisive. You have to be decisive, when it comes to who you spend your time on. It's, if you come to this realization that you're sitting in a room and at a dinner party with people that are generally speaking, not your tribe, like not your people, then that's okay. That is their chosen path in life. I'm not here to change them, or choose their path. But the next time a gal, says to me, well, let's go and do this dinner party again with Claire and Billy and Bob and all these people, I'll just say, no, thank you. And I'll tell her why. you know I don't want
Mhm.
to surround myself with people that disparage their husbands or their boyfriends or browbeat them and treat them like shit. And it's like, do you realize all this person does is sit at home, eat bonbons, get fat, and then waits for their husband to come home to treat him like shit? Like, is that a good model? Like these are your friends? And there's absolutely nothing wrong with saying those things and doing those things. I think having firm boundaries and being clear about the direction and path you want to go in your life is good. Some people won't like that. Some women will shame you for that. Oh, you have to be more inclusive. You have to be more embracing of no, I don't. I don't. And anybody that's successful, that's done anything in their life of any significance, put even a little dent in the universe, doesn't do that. Right.
Mhm.
So as a guy, you have to be decisive in life. You have to choose to win. You have to choose to surround yourself with winners. Like every day that you get up, you make choices, and each one of those choices compound on top of the other choices, which deliver you certain results. I can always tell what somebody's choices look like in their day by looking at their results, and I know what their choices are, and it leads me to their belief system afterwards. And most people have a broken belief system because they make shit choices in life.